Good morning, children. Welcome to yet another session of Geography, Class 10, Water Resources, Session 4. In this session, we will discuss the question answers given at the back of your chapter. So let's get started. It's page number 137, children. The first question, question number 1A. What do you understand by the term water resource? And for this, we turn to the first page of your chapter, and the first 3 lines tell us what is the water resource. The term water resource refers to any of the entire range of natural waters that occur on the earth and are of potential use to living beings. Are you getting it, children? The first 3 lines of your chapter explains what is water resources. Next, give 2 points of difference between the surface water and the groundwater, and the 2 points of difference we turn to the same page where surface and the groundwater is mentioned. Now, surface water is the water which is found on land. 1 point. Second point, streams, rivers flowing on the land and finally joining the sea may be termed as surface water. Groundwater, on the other hand, number 1, water found under the surface of the land is known as groundwater. That is number 1. Second point, you may include that when rain falls, it seeps inside and gets collected in underground, which is also called the aquifer. So this is what is the underground water. Have you got the answer, children? Okay. Now we move on to the next question. This is C part. Question number 1C. What is meant by rainwater harvesting? And for this, we again turn to the next page, that is page number 128, and under rainwater harvesting it is mentioned, rainwater harvesting is collecting and storing of rainwater, just add one more line, rather than to allow it to run off. Collecting and storing rainwater rather than to allow it to run off. Is that clear? Okay. Next question. Mention any 2 rainwater harvesting systems practiced in India. Now, one system is collection of rainwater on the rooftops and then storing it in the tanks in the courtyard, or you can simply store it in artificial well. Or another one which is given is that storing during the monsoon season, the extra water of the streams are stored in the storing in the water bodies. All around the water bodies, the extra water, the rainwater is stored in the water bodies itself. Okay. Next question. Next question is D. Give a geographical reason for each of the following and need to adopt different means of irrigation. Now, children, in India, different parts, they have different topography, different soil, different terrain. So all types of irrigation cannot be done everywhere because the plateau region are too hard for construction of wells, whereas the alluvial soil region, it's soft, where wells and canals can easily be dug and made. So this way there is a need to adopt different means of irrigation because of the change in the terrain, the soil or the topography. Okay. Next question is the need to conserving water. There is a need to conserve water because we are over exploiting the underground waters. Sometimes because of the global warming there is scanty rainfall. Then because of the population increase there is a great demand for water, and for all these reasons there we need to conserve water. Okay. Next question, man is responsible for water crisis in India. Exactly, man is responsible for water crisis because man is wasting water. He is over exploiting water from the underground, sometimes wasting the water. Then so many people, new housing apartments are made, new connections given. So too much of people and too much of demand of water, and as such there is an acute water crisis, and man himself is responsible for it. Okay, our next question is, what is meant by the term irrigation? What is meant by the term irrigation? And the term irrigation means artificial watering of the plants or the crops. Is that clear? So when we are artificially watering the crops, not by rain is a natural method of watering, but when we are giving some artificial method and watering the plants or the crops, that is called irrigation. What is meant by the term water scarcity? Water scarcity, acute shortage of water, can be termed as water scarcity. What has caused water scarcity in India? Now there has been many reasons, the same reasons like over exploitation of resources, over exploitation of water, then the global warming and the reduction of rainfall. Then most of the we can say that irrigation utilizes 90% of the total fresh water. The increase of population results in water scarcity. So for all these reasons there has been a water crisis in India. Okay, now we come to the next question. What is the traditional and or the conventional methods of irrigation? And for this we turn to page 132. Page 132. Yes. What is the reason for, what is the question? What is meant by the traditional or conventional methods of irrigation? And the conventional, just under the means of irrigation, left hand side children, the conventional means of irrigation includes well, tanks and inundation canals. Irrigation is usually done manually, where a farmer himself pulls out water from the wells, tanks and canals and uses animals to draw water. Is that clear? Okay. Next we come to question number, this is your water scarcity. This is next question number 2C. 2C has been done. Now 2D, give a geographical reason for each of the following. No, we have skipped out one, I think. It's C, the second part. Name any two conventional methods of irrigation, and any two conventional methods of irrigation we can name as well, inundation canal, etc. Okay, then D, give a geographical reason for each of the following. Inundation canals are being converted to perennial canals. So why are the inundation canals being converted to perennial canal? Now inundation canals were only giving water during the monsoon season, but since that is why it was necessary to convert them into perennial canals, so that they are able to give water throughout the year. Is that clear? Okay, next question. Tank irrigation is preferred over other means of irrigation. In Peninsular India, tank irrigation is preferred. Now, tank irrigation is preferred because in Peninsular India, they have a rocky terrain, very rugged. You cannot build the wells, you cannot make canals. So, it is, tank are preferred because there are natural depressions also where the rainwater gets collected. Is that clear? So, it is preferred over other means of irrigation. Groundwater reserves are depleting at a fast rate because we are over-exploiting the groundwater. We are the more the people, the more the demand of water, global warming, the same reasons again, global warming leading to water scarcity, less amount of rainfall, and again scarcity of water. Okay, next one is, yes, so the same reasons whereby the groundwater reserves are depleting because we are over exploiting the main reason is that we are over exploiting the groundwater reserves. Okay, question number 3. State any 2 drawbacks of the conventional methods of irrigation. Now, 2 drawbacks. One is that all the work has to be done manually in conventional methods of irrigation, all by hand, like in well or in canal, the water has to be drawn, or even tank. Then another drawback is if the flow of water is not regulated, sometimes like for the like the canal irrigation, if the flow is not regulated, then a lot of water gets waste. Okay, next question number 3b. Give 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of well irrigation. So 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of well irrigation. 2 advantages, you can say, we have done about the well irrigation. Okay, note down, children, that for the advantages, you can say that it is cheaper to construct as compared to the canals and tanks. And another thing is that they can be dug anywhere when required, where the water table is high. This is the advantage. Disadvantage is that it irrigates in only a small area, and if the surface wells are not deep enough, they may run dry during the summer season. Okay, next question. Okay, we turn the page now and see part 1. Name any 2 states where well irrigation is practiced, and any 2 northern Indian states you can write: UP, Bihar, West Bengal. Okay, C2. Give 1 advantage and 1 disadvantage of tube well. 1 advantage of tube well is that it is able to irrigate a larger hectare of land. 1 disadvantage is that it is very expensive because it needs electricity to run or diesel to run. Apart from that, you can write that it depletes the water table, because too much of water, if it is drawn, the water level, underground water table gets depleted. Okay, the next question. Give a geographical reason for each of the following. Well irrigation is confined mainly to the alluvial plains, and it is confined mainly to the alluvial plains because the soil there is soft, and which helps the digging of the well, and as such well irrigation is mostly confined to the alluvial plains. Next is the Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, nearly 1/3 of the net irrigated India is under canal irrigation. So in this, for this answer, please turn over to page 134. Page 134, and the fourth point, that major parts of Tamil Nadu enjoys rainfall during winter season, while summer remains dry. Thus, irrigation is necessary in summer to make up for the lack of rainfall. Canal irrigation provides a solution to this problem. Okay, next question. Let us turn over to the page 138 again. Now, drip irrigation reduces loss of water through evaporation. Now, drip irrigation, as I told you, is giving water directly to the roots of the plants, and from the holes, the nozzles, water is dripping. As such, there is very less water loss through evaporation. Is that clear? We'll continue with this in our next session. Till then, I wish you good health, and you stay safe, and you stay at home. Thank you.